Hello, mate. It's me, Alomity. Today I'm gonna fight an Ender Dragon, and this might be something that is really difficult to do because most of the time when I fought Ender Dragon, it's always unpeaceful, and it kind of feels like getting a free win. I want to take a challenge. I have to shift the difficulty from peaceful to easy because the Ender Dragon fight is not really easy, and also, after this, I might update my world to a newer version because I'm already lagging behind. So, the first thing I just did is just go to the village. Probably try to get some supplies, hoping I got what I need. I really need some bows and extra arrows in case if I die. And I have a lot of emeralds to spend around with from the last episode. Right here, I'm quite a bit lost on where to trade. I'm trying to find a Fletcher, and here it is. It's working. This one is not the arrow guy, but he has some bow that I might need, and I think it's up there. Here it is. This is the one who sells arrows. I need a lot of them because I might miss the shot multiple times, and then some bows. Well, probably a lot, maybe because I'm gonna die a lot. And, well, I guess we're ready, sort of. I am not sure. Right here, there's some farmer. I actually need more food. Yes, I'm already running out of them. It feels wrong right now. Here's the Doki Bird's arrow knife. This is the one that's gonna be whacked by the Ender Dragons. Also, I might need to steal a bed because I might die. So, I finally started to navigate to the stronghold. I know where the stronghold is, but I don't know which specific coordinate. I know it's headed that way. I've seen that on the seed map. But I'm just gonna do it carefully and take a really long boat ride. So here it is. Look how long it took. And I might lost some ender pearls, and also navigating with the boat is hard. So here it is. After a while, I think I may have found a stronghold. I'm not sure if this is the right location. I'm quite a bit lost. Let's say to throw another one. It goes right there. And that one died. Probably here. I have to keep following the entire pearl. And hope I may find the stronghold. Some papers. I have to check around and see it on the ground. So I just stole a coral and place it on top. Let me see where it actually went. I don't know if I can do this, but I hope it should go well. Let's took some breaths right here, wondering if this was a good idea. And here it is again. The pearl just sank. It should be somewhere around here. Right here. And I'm pretty sure it's going to sink. And it just sunk. This is definitely where the stronghold stairway starts. And had to dig down. Well, I found a stronghold. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Also, I've just tested out the seed and there's this. Might use it in the future. I could just turn this entire stronghold into my own base. Some apples, I might need this because who knows that I might have like suffered some really painful health. Gonna wander around. This is probably the first library start. I'm just gonna mine around. It has a pearl. I might need that. And I might steal some bookshelves. There's a string. The axe. Here it is. The first book. It also has a trim. The IR trim. And there's a map. Gonna check where it is. And it's mostly ocean. How wonderful. Gotta find where the heck did the ladder go. So I'm just gonna mine around. There's the ladder. Now check what's the rest of this thing here. And here it is. Another chest. Another trim. Another eye armor trim. A duplicate, but I need more of this. I might fancy myself up later once I get the armor. I decided to check the other path. Also, I'm just gonna steal more bookshelves. I don't even have a leather farm, so there's that. I'm gonna start mining around. Let's strip this thing down there. I couldn't even tell if there's the wood. I mean, the fish, silverfish thing. So it's not here. So I decided to go for the second stronghold library. This is the second one. I just want to check around everything. Let's just mine around. And there's the portal right here. So I guess this is it. Well, it's time to like check where the heck would I spawn if I go to the nether. I want to start putting a highway right there. get some obsidian. I need to make another portal. Just to see. Where the heck would I end up in the nether? This is going to be like an easy task. There's some access to lava. I'm not gonna break the spawner though, because it's just me who refuses to break a spawner. Here, we're gonna expose this a bit. This will be fun. Right here, and here it is. Gonna put some lava. There it is. Gonna mine them all. I might need like a few of these things. This is gonna take a while. My pickaxe is not efficiency 5 but just as 4. Although no one's gonna bother about that. Also broke a block here. And here it is. Gonna set all my items that I don't need in the chest. I may forgot those things. Also the library, the strong library, I might use this entire library to like build a,
you can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms.
Some kind of a library in my base. Gonna check what the heck is going on. Also I might put all the ice. Checking around. Got an ender chest. I might need this and have to deposit any items that I might not need in the fight. So here are the items that I don't need. And here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Here it is. So just check the nether. Wonderful. Basalt deltas. This is not a good place to spawn. I might have to change this thing and place it on top of the nether roof or close to the nether roof. I don't place it on the ceiling. And just checking what I don't need. I might need the trident. I might need both to propel myself in the water. I don't need the axe. Okay, just I need to have a backup. If something goes horribly wrong, you know what happens. Well, that's that easy and good luck. GG. Oh, just checking everything. In inventory. Also, I might need to get rid of some of this both. That's in case if I die. Let's have a backup. And also I don't need the fortune one. And oh my gosh, what I'm doing. Good luck. Well, I tried to play the entire credits and it was a dumb idea. I just found out that it's like 27 minutes long. I'm gonna go back to the end again. I am traveling in the nether, trying to figure out where the heck I was. This may be close though, like it's somewhere near that spawn. But this is just another. It's not an easy thing to explore, and I might probably die. So here's me trying to explore the nether. Well, my nether spawn, it's not great, and it's gonna kill me a lot. Okay, so I've crafted fireworks. I'm going to use this in case if we get an elytra. So, I came back to the end, because I need to go to the outer end islands. I need to get the elytra, so that way I can be free from being stuck on the land. And there's the end gateway I'm gonna get through this. By the way, when I wasn't recording, I died once. Good thing I got a backup, so I have to reload another one. I died because I fell down while trying to pearl to another island. Turns out it was a risky maneuver, and I'm not gonna do that ever again. This reset me like some bit of progress, but don't worry, I have a backup just in case. Look, I'm just gonna admit I have a backup because like most of you just don't. Here I just admitted that I have a backup. I just showed you what the backup would happen, and I actually try to be honest right now. Although most of the time though, that's mostly. Right now I'm trying to get some end stones because I want to get the bridge all the way to the portal, and I might start from here. So I try to align myself up with the coordinates, and then I'm trying to build up, hoping it works. I don't know what I'm gonna do in the end. If the end update will happen, I'm glad it will. It would be more amazing if it's just nullscapes being added to the game. Although as much as I love nullscapes, I just never like the idea of that you use the normal blocks that are in the game. Although it's already fine, like if you try to come up with a theme for this, like I can just craft a custom biome for like well, for a mod, like some frozen, some tundra variant that isn't frozen. I wanted to have that, and it's okay. You can just make it without this putting another putting your own blocks. It's just anything available. It works. But when it comes to like some other dimensions like End and Nether, you may have to be like creative with it, and sometimes it doesn't make sense. There was a data pack that, well, has a Yellowstone biome. I just don't like to have like random campfires I just found when I try to dig around. It doesn't make sense. Why is there a campfire here? I just want it natural, not just somebody craft a campfire and leave it right there. Yeah, sure, it's fine when you're just building, but when it's just a mod, no, not for me. I just need a new block though. I may have some ideas on what my dream end update should be, but well, right now I'm just gonna go into the end portal, and here it goes. So I finally reached the outer end island. I have to look on a seed map because I don't want to like get lost. And it's just I'm just doing my own things right now. This is what I wanted to do. Right now on the outer end island, and I'm gonna harvest some chorus flowers because I might need it for purple blocks or for some food consumption, like an inefficient one. Should I do a 100 days where all my food is just chorus fruit? Chorus fruit gives like an advantage that you can just teleport when you eat, and you don't need to like. And you can eat it when your hunger is full. Seems great. For me, I can imagine my own end update. It's going to look for like some shards of obsidian and some kind of new block I want to have, and of course enderite. Just just a thing that I really want. I just want end to be like plentiful, but at the same time all of them are so dread and isolated like nullscapes. Yeah, I could just also sprinkle some like really safe havens, which is probably a good thing. The biome should not be like all kill you, although the one part that it should not kill you is, well, really small. It's It's just a little bit of peace, and everything is just hell. Way more hellish than the nether. Right now I'm trying to find out where the heck is the... Oh, there it is. Well, I'm gonna go in there. This is gonna be a hard task raiding the end city. So, good luck. Alright, so I'm about to show you with me trying to like go around and get all the loot from the end city. It's quite really dandy here. Also, I've set myself to easy so that way I have no struggle. And there's the shulker box. I need shulker box, and now I've come to realize something that I was not ready to know. It's the fact I did not bring a crafting table, which means my inventory is not gonna be like... My inventory is gonna be full the moment I'm done. Also, these are so annoying to fight. And this is mostly me. It's going to be no ramble for a while. I'm just gonna, you know, go and try to get all the loot as much as possible. I'm probably gonna leave some that I don't need. And so, good luck, mates. Finally, I got the wings. Now I can fly. And I'm just gonna see what else is around here. I'm gonna explore a bit while I have a new pair of wings. Now I'm finally never gonna be stuck on the ground most of the time, and here it goes. Well, I am going back home. I now have Elytra, and now I'm just gonna fly. And now I just realized how close the other end city. Maybe in the future, a new end update will come. And I just realized something. Since I have an Elytra, maybe I'm gonna try to go full flight without like going to the end gateway, because apparently I could just fly all the way through the void and reach the center end island. And here's me trying to attempt to like get into a portal. And I realized, yeah, this is not gonna go well. So I decided to do something risky, and it's called flying through the void. The void is massive, and there's Enderman, and oh no, here it is, gone. And here it is. And apparently this was even more dangerous, so I decided to do that instead. Flying through the void. I can see where I'm going. I had the coordinate system, and I'm glad it is. Flying in the air. Can feel the death. I'm just a bit hungry. I'm just gonna eat the carrot. And we're getting closer. The one thing that fears me about this coordinate system, you might possibly fall. We're getting closer. And here it is. There's the well, the portal they just set up. I guess I can leave, and well, here it is. I'm going home. Just hopping around, and damn. Also, I want to go home really quickly. I had to break the bed, and then once I break the bed, the spawn sets back to the original spawn point, and I can go back home. That will be quick. So, I'm finally back at the spawn. I'm gonna go home at this point. It's nearby. Hello, sheep. I do need to get some, like, farm. And, like, I have a lot of problems. Like, I have no way to get, like, easy ladder access. And probably some extra wool. I have some future plans on this base though. I might build a lighthouse. I might build a mega tree. I might build probably a stable right here somewhere. And probably I will make a big farm in the ocean. I want to make Atlantis. This is great. Here, Elytra. It's possible. And this is probably it for the episode right now. So, well, Illuminati out.